Alright guys, hello everyone. My name is Nate and today I'm going to show you some plant riz today. I was at my girl's house and I looked in the corner, I saw this plant here. You know, it's doing okay, but I think it could be doing better, alright? So I'm going to teach you guys how to care for this plant, right? And the reason I call it plant riz is because if you can care for her plant, you can care for her. Think about it. Anyway, so this is a snake plant. I've got a couple behind me. Really easy plant. These plants, they don't care for much, right? There's a lot of kind of compost on here, like some dead leaves, but I think we can keep them there, right? So I think the biggest issue would be we just need to add more soil. So the first thing I would do is looking at this container, it's got one of these like water catcher drain things. I don't like these things. I would take this off because a lot of the time water just sits in there, pools, and then it leads to root rot. So we don't want that, okay? So we take that off. Look at this plant here. Now we can start putting some soil. So, you know, you could, let me show you. Like, look here, there's like a bunch of like organic matter there. Just leave it. You can bury it and it'll end up fertilizing the plant, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna take some perlite and we're gonna take a potting soil mix, which is basically just soil with more perlite for drainage. When something is growing in a pot, you just want more drainage. So you can just add more perlite to it. And there's some new growth there, so we don't want to put too much to cover that. We'll just put enough, just like that. So all the way around, just cover it to the top. All right. So we got the soil there. The next thing you can do is look for any dead leaves. So this one, you know, we could do without. Don't be scared to prune a plant, because in the end, it'll end up sending the energy to new growth, and that's what we want. What I always say is, don't be afraid to cut people off so you can grow, right? There's a lot of things you can learn while gardening, right? So don't be afraid to cut this dead matter off so that the plant can grow, right? You know you got some people in your life you need to cut off. Come on, let's be real. Anyway, see, I'm giving life lessons with this. It's educational, right? So, I don't think we have to cut too much. Maybe we can look for maybe this one too, because it is growing. It is kind of dying there. So go to the base as much as you can and just give it a nice cut. And we can save these. And use this extra plant riz, we can grow these, right? So we can take her plant, take care of it, give her more plants. Bro, come on. So, what you would do, so let me take this. If you guys want to, there's different ways to root snake plants. The way that I would do it is just go ahead and throw them in some fresh water and leave them there, and they're in about a couple weeks they'll root. Next, all you're gonna do is water it. Simple. Just saturate the whole thing to the point it should start dripping at the bottom, and that's gonna show that we have good drainage and things will start growing. So as you can see, water is starting to drip, meaning we have good drainage thanks to the perlite. And I think this is going to be a happy plant. Now, the last thing with plants, and I think it's the most important thing, is placement lighting, right? Snake plants like partial sunlight. They don't like being in full sunlight. They can tolerate complete shade, but the best thing for them usually is some partial sunlight. So I have a place here I'm gonna show you guys. It's shaded. It's gonna get some morning light. I think it's gonna do well. As you can see, all my snake plants behind me are thriving. So I think it's gonna do just fine there. So let's take this. So as you can see, I moved it somewhere with some shade. I think it's gonna do very well here alongside my money plant, so the money keeps coming in. Anyway, if you guys like this video, go ahead and follow me for more gardening and plant content. Just remember, gardening is cool, all right? Plants are cool. It's how you get the ladies, all right? Now, another advantage of gardening is being able to grow your own food. So that shows that you're sufficient in, that means you can provide, right? If you can grow your own food, you can provide. So follow me. In the fall, I will be doing some fall gardening videos on how to grow food. I don't actually know how to grow food, but I'm gonna learn. And you guys can follow along in that journey, so just kind of look out for that new content. Anyway, I hope you guys have a nice day, and thanks for watching.